From Old Riverfront Stadium in Cincinnati, this is Kurt Berglund with a replay I've wanted to do for a long time. It's the fifth game of the National League Championship Series. The date, October 11th, 1972. It's the fifth game of the NLCS in 1972. The last game, as it turned out, of Roberto Clemente's storied career, and a game that ended in kind of unusual fashion with a wild pitch by pitcher Bob Moose. Today's game is Game 5. The victory by the Reds in real life marked a comeback for them in the series. The Pirates were ahead 2-1, lost Game 4. Doc Ellis was on the mound and got beat by Ross Grimsley 7-1. And so everything comes down to this Game 5. The pitchers on the mound for each team. For the Pirates, their ace, Steve Blass, 19-8 with a 2.49 earned run average in 1972. And for the Reds, a young, hard-throwing left-hander, Don Gullet, whose numbers weren't awe-inspiring. He was 9-10 in 1972 with a 3.94 ERA, which was well above league average for that season. The Reds, of course, with Sparky Anderson, had lost the World Series just 2 years prior to the Baltimore Orioles in 5 games, had a disappointing 1971, but bounced back in 72 to take the National League West. The Pirates, of course, were coming off their World Series victory in 1971, having beaten the Orioles in 7 games. I've carded both of these teams for Pine Tar Baseball, and they're both amazing teams, although on paper the Pirates look a little bit more impressive to me. In fact, on paper, the Pirates look like the best team in baseball in 1972. But they didn't win Game 5, they didn't go to the World Series, and they didn't win it. The Reds, of course, would win this game in real life, go on and take on the Oakland A's, and lose in 7 games to that team in a very, in my opinion, underrated World Series, a highly entertaining World Series with a lot of great players. All right, so that sets the stage. The season records for each team: for the Pirates, 96 and 59 in 1972. Of course, the season start was delayed by a labor dispute, and the Reds were 95 and 59, so one-loss records basically the same. The game engine excuse me, that we're using today is Classic Replay Baseball. You may not have seen these cards before, but they're great ones, and I think the game's going to be a lot of fun. So, thanks for showing up. Let's go to the starting lineups. For the visiting Pittsburgh Pirates, the National League East champs in 1972, leading off in left field, it's Rennie Stennett. Batting second in center field, it's Al Oliver. Batting third in right field, Roberto Clemente. Batting fourth at first base, Willie Stargell. Batting fifth behind the plate, Manny Sanguillen. Batting sixth at third base, starting against the left-handed Gullet. Very interesting, Richie Hebner. Batting seventh at second base, Dave Cash. And batting eighth and playing shortstop, it's Gene Alley. Here is Steve Blass. He has a starter number of 6. and he was right-handed. All right, for the homestanding Cincinnati Reds of 1972 vintage, leading off in left field, it's Pete Rose. Batting second at second base is Joe Morgan. Batting third in center field, it's Bobby Tolan. To me, just an awesome player. Just incredible. Batting fourth, doing the catching, Johnny Bench. Batting fifth at first base, Tony Perez. Batting sixth at third base, Dennis Benke. Batting seventh in right field, Cesar Geronimo. And batting eighth at shortstop, Darrell Chaney. On the mound, it's Don Gullet. Gullet goes 5 innings normally, and he was, of course, a left-handed batter and a right-handed batter. Left-handed pitcher, right-handed batter. One other thing about these are the actual lineups from the 1972 Game 5 NLCS. And why do we do that? Because if we don't use the as-played lineups, heads explode all over this great land of ours, and we can't have that on our conscience. All right, so with all that said, let's play some 1972 classic replay baseball. Rennie Stennett leads off for Pittsburgh. He's the Pirates' left fielder today. And we are ready to go. Don Gullet has finished his warm-up tosses. And here's Game 5, 1972. 5 on Gullet, 31 on Stennett. Hit toward Rose. Here comes Pete, and he makes the catch. We're underway. There's one out in the top of the first. Up now, Al Oliver. Left-handed batting. Center fielder. That's a 5 in column 3. This is hit towards Geronimo in right field. He's going to make the catch, and that's 2 gone. Here comes Roberto Clemente. Pitch from Gullet. 21, column 6. Hit to dead center field, driving Bobby Tolan back. But he's going to make that catch, and that retires the Pirates in the first. We have no score at Riverfront. Coming up for the Reds, Rose, Morgan, Tolan in their first inning against right-hander Steve Blass. Pitch to Pete Rose is a 9 in column 5. He draws a walk, and Pete's on. Get the big red machine going in the bottom of the first. Joe Morgan up. Blass the stretch, checks Rose the pitch. It's a 17 in column 3. This is hit to down the line. Stennett's got to go get it. It's going to rattle around in the corner. He fires it into Alley, and Rose will be held up at third with nobody out in the first inning. The Reds have men at second and third. Bobby Tolan up. Pirates infield will play in at the corners. Back up the middle. Blast the stretch, the pitch. That's a 14 in column 1. Base hit right field. Drops in front of Clemente. Around third is Morgan. He's going to score. It's a 2-run single for Bobby Tolan. 2-0 Reds with nobody out in the top of the first. Bench at the plate. 72 MVP in the National League. Tolan at first, Blass the stretch, and the pitch to Johnny is a 12 in column 6. Driving Stennett back to the wall, and it's gone. Bench with a 2-run dong in the first inning. The first 4 Reds have scored. It's 4-0 Cincinnati, and the fans are going nuts. Perez up. Got a flip Blast. There's going to be action starting in the Pirate bullpen. This one could get out of hand early. And it's going to be Keeson and Walker. Bruce Keeson and Luke Walker, lefty-righty double-barreled action in the Pirate bullpen. Not the start the Pirates wanted. Pitch is a 4 in column 5, and I think Perez is going to make the first out of the first inning. Ground ball hit toward Cash. He's going to flip to Stargell, and there's one gone. Here comes Dennis Menke. Made his living as a shortstop. Was finishing up at third base for the Reds. The pitch is going to be hit to left and deep. Driving Stennett back, and it's gone. 5-0 Reds, bottom of the first, and that's going to do it for Blass. Wow, lightning strikes, and Blass is done. It's a 5-run first so far for the Reds. Luke Walker is on. He'll face Geronimo and Cheney. Blass, 1/3 of an inning, 4 hits, 1 walk, no strikeouts, 5 runs, all of them earned, 2 bombs. Walker winds and delivers to Geronimo. Hey, struck him out. There's 2 gone. And now it's Cheney. Of the 2, because Gullet's numbers weren't that great in 72, I would have guessed he would have imploded early, but got a long way to go. Walker to Cheney is a 9 in column 3. Base hit right field. Darrell Cheney pulls the left-hander. That's going to bring up Gullet with 2 outs. The Reds have batted around in the first. That's a 9 in column 3. Base. It just continues. Base hit right field. Cheney stops at second. 2 Reds on, 2 Reds out, and it's Rose. Keeson still throwing in the bullpen. He may be needed. Pitch to Pete is ball 4. Walked him. Bases loaded for Morgan. Walker the stretch. The pitch to Joe. This could be Walker's last hitter. 26 in column 3. Base hit through shortstop. Base hit past alley. Home is Cheney. Home is Gullet. Rose goes to third. It's first and third. And let me count. 7-0 Reds. Tolan up. Six in column 3. It's hit to center. Here comes Al Oliver, and at long last, the Pirates get out of the first inning, but it's a 7 spot for the Reds. We go to the second, and the Pirates have some serious work to do. All right, let's get things organized a little bit here. So Gullet's out for inning number 2 after a 1-2-3 first. Blass is done. Walker's not long for this world. Here comes Stargell. Pitch to Willie. Ground ball. Morgan. He gloves it to his left and throws to Perez. There's one gone. Manny Sanguillen, the catcher. Gullet winds and delivers. Hit to center field. Here comes Bobby Tolan for 2 outs. And up third now is Hebner. Pirate third baseman. Pitch to Richie. 27 in column 1. Base hit right field. First Pirate hit of the game. First Pirate base runner. Cash coming up. Gullet the stretch, the pitch. And that's a 6 in column 5, and he walked him. Not what Sparky was looking for there. 2 on, 2 outs for Gene Alley. Gullet the stretch, the pitch to Gene. 31 in column 2. Ground ball Morgan. He throws to Perez, and that retires the Pirates in the second. So we go to the bottom of the second. It's 7-0 Reds, and they're looking World Series bound. I don't think Luke Walker's going to go any further. So, gonna finesse this a little bit. They're gonna go to a short man, and it's gonna be Bob Miller, right-hander, to face bench Perez and Menke in the bottom of the second. No double switch. So a pinch hitter for Miller will be forthcoming in the top of the third. Bench up. He homered in the first. The pitch. 14 in column 3. Line shot at Hebner. 1 down. Boy, the Reds brought their hitting shoes today. Perez up. Tony grounded out in the first. There's a 20 in column 1. Base hit left field, drops in front of Stennett. He throws it back in, and there's 1 on with 1 out for Menke, who also homered. Menke homered twice in the World Series against Oakland as well, not known for his power. Miller the stretch, the pitch. 21 in column 2. Hit to Clemente, and he makes the catch for out number 2. Geronimo up now. He struck out in the first. 2 outs. Perez still at first. The pitch from Miller is an 8. He pops it up. Drifting into foul territory is Cash, and that'll end the second. After 2 complete, Reds lead by a score of 7-0. Pinch hitter coming for Miller, top of the third. And it's gonna be who's it gonna be? It's gonna be Gene Clines. right-handed batting outfielder. Got a little speed, a little kick. Klein's bats for Miller. On deck is Stennett, then Oliver. 9-1-2 for Pittsburgh in the third. Gullet winds and delivers. Hey, struck him out. That's Gullet's first. One gone in the third. Stennett up. Seven in column 2. He pops it up. Bench. Under it. Throws away the mask and makes the catch for out number 2. And now it's Oliver. Gullet winds and delivers to A.O. Hit to right. Under it, Geronimo. And that will retire the side. It's a 1-2-3 third for Gullet. And we're going to get a new Pirate pitcher. Going to be Bruce Keeson. (22 years old, and one of the World Series heroes from '71 for sure. So Oliver's going to come out. Kleins goes to center field. And Keeson comes on. He's got a limit of 9 batters, barring intentional walks. He'll face Cheney, Gullet, and Rose at the top. 8-9-1 for Cincinnati in the bottom of the third. So Keeson's batting in the number 2 spot in the order. The pitch to Cheney. Hey, struck him out. One gone in the third. Now it's Gullet. 6, column 3. Looper, Kleins in center is going to get there for out number 2. Now it's Rose. Ground ball, Cash. He gloves it to his right, plants, and throws to Stargell to retire the side. That's the first 1-2-3 inning. Registered by Pirate pitchers in this one. So we go to the fourth. It's 7-0 Cincinnati. Pirates have the meat of the order coming up. Clemente, Stargell, and Sanguillen in the fourth. Roberto's 0 for 1. Gullet winds and delivers. That is grounded to Morgan. Joe collects it and throws to Perez for out number 1. Here comes Willie Stargell, 0 for 1. Hey, struck him out. That's Gullet's second. He's retired 6 in a row now. And Sanguillen's up. Manny's 0 for 1. Ground ball, Morgan. He's a 1, that's a 17. He collects it and throws to Perez, and that will retire the Pirates in 1-2-3 order in the fourth. They're doing nothing with Gullet. He's allowed a hit and a walk, and he struck out 2, and nobody's crossed the pay station. After 3.5, it's 7-0 Reds. Keeson's out for inning number 2. He gets Morgan, Tolan, and Bench. 2, 3, 4 in the Cincinnati order. 24 in column 3. To left, Stennett, 1 gone. Bobby Tolan, 1 for 2. Started the scoring parade with a 2-run single in the first. He later scored on Bench's homer. Pitch to Bobby is a 14 in column 2. Base hit to left. Stennett gets it and throws it back in. Tolan's on first. Bench up. Keeson the stretch. Long look at Tolan. The pitch to bench. Is into left center. It's going to split Stennett and Kleins around second. And here comes Tolan coming home. It's an RBI double for Bench. It's 8-0 Cincinnati. Perez up with Menke on deck. They're walking Perez with first base open to pitch to Menke. Pirate bullpen gets going again. Bob Moose. Starts to throw. Menke's 1 for 2. He had a solo homer in the first, right down the left field line. The pitch. They're playing a double play depth. It's grounded to Cash. He goes to Alley for 1. The relay to Stargell is in time for a rally-killing, soul-crushing 4-6-3 double play, but the Reds get another run on 2 hits. They leave 1 after 4. It's 8-0 Cincinnati. Sparky's not too upset about the double play. Gullet out for his 5th inning of work. Hebner's 1 for 1, then Cash, then Alley, 6-7-8. Pitch to Ritchie is a 5 in column 5, grounded to Cheney. Darrell throws to Perez for out number 1. Cash up now. He walked in the second. Ground ball, Morgan. He throws to Perez for out number 2. Alley up with Kleins on deck. Hey, struck him out, and that's going to retire the side. 3 strikeouts now for Gullet. 10 in a row retired for the Reds left-hander. We're halfway through. It's 8-0 Cincinnati, but this Pirate team can club you to death. If anybody can come back, they can. All right, so we're going to get another double switch, I think. It's going to be Moose to pitch, and he's going to bat in Alley's spot. Jackie Hernandez will become the new shortstop, and he will bat second. Moose will bat 8th. Keeson where's Bob Moose? Okay. There he is. Here's Bob Moose. And here's Jackie Hernandez. All right, so Alley is done. Keeson is done. And I think we're good to go. Geronimo, Cheney, and Gullet, 7, 8, 9, and the Reds 5th coming. Bob Moose winds and delivers. Ground ball, Jackie Hernandez. He collects it and throws to Stargell for out number 1. Here comes Cheney. Pitch from Moose, 32 in column 6. Center field, here comes Kleins, and there's 2 gone. Gullet's gonna keep going. So he's up with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. Yep. Hey, struck him out, and that'll retire the Reds in the 5th. We, excuse me, go to the 6th. As I expectorate. And it's 8-0 Cincinnati. Kleins, Stennett, and Jackie Hernandez coming up in the top of the 6th. Cards are awesome. These are the original 1972 first season of replay baseball. Phenomenal. Klein struck out in the 3rd. Here we go. The wind from Gullet, and the pitch is a 4 in column 5. He grounds it to Morgan. Joe throws to Perez for out number 1. Now it's Stennett. Stennett's 0 for 2. Pitch from Gullet. It's grounded to Cheney. He throws to Perez for out number 2. 12 in a row retired now for Gullet. And Jackie Hernandez up. First at bat in the game. The pitch is grounded to Morgan. One more time. He throws to Perez. 13 in a row for Gullet. He's throwing a 1-hit shutout against one of the best offensive teams in Major League Baseball in 72. Maybe the best. Top of the order in the bottom of the 6th. Pirates going to get more action going in the bullpen. They got to hold them here. I mean, they got 3 innings to get 8 runs or more. Bob Johnson's going to start to throw along with Ramon Hernandez, lefty-righty double-barreled action. Doc Ellis is not available today. Everybody else is. Doc Ellis pitched yesterday's game 4. All right, so it's Rose, who's 0 for 1 with 2 walks and a run scored. The pitch to Pete. 25 in column 6. Slicing fair down the left field line. Stennett's got to go get it. Rose has a leadoff double in the 6th. Here comes Morgan. Moose, the stretch. The pitch to Joe. This one's hit to left center. Gonna drop between Stennett and Kleins. Morgan around first. He'll take second. It's 9-0 Cincinnati. The big red machine doesn't stop. Well, that's gonna do it. Well, Tolan's up. Bench is on deck. Then Perez. Got a lefty and a righty in the bullpen. Tolan is 2 for 3. Gonna go Ramon Hernandez here. The lefty is coming on to face Tolan. Moose is done. He went 1+ innings, 2 hits, 1 run so far. Morgan's his responsibility on second base. 1 strikeout, no walks. Ramon Hernandez, one of the toughest lefties in anybody's bullpen in 72. He's on to face Tolan. The pitch. 23 in column 3. Center field, Kleins under it. He will make the catch for out number 1. Now it's bench with Perez on deck. They're not pitching to bench, so they're walking him. Now they could go to Johnson. And they're going to let Hernandez pitch to him. Here we go. Pitch to Perez is trouble. This is more trouble. It's going to get into the gap again in left center. Morgan will score from second. Bench is going to score all the way from first as they have trouble in left center. Perez drives home 2. It's a double for Tony. And it's 11-0 Reds. Menke up. That's going to do it for Hernandez. It's going to be Bob Johnson. But where will he bat in the order? We're going to make a double switch again. Running out of pitchers. They're blowing through the whole staff. So Hernandez is out 1/3 of an inning, 1 hit. And on the double switch, I'm going to bring in the man that I'm wondering why he didn't play in this game in the first place. Maybe he was injured, but if he wasn't, I don't know why he didn't start against Gullet, and that's Bob Robertson. So Bob Robertson is going to bat in the 8th spot. I'm going to move Stargell to left. And Bob Johnson will bat leadoff. Not that that really matters at this point, but Stennett comes out. Bob Johnson they got from the Royals 2 years prior. And they thought he was going to be better than he turned out to be, but he did pitch in starting and relief, and he did pitch in the 71 series. I know he started a game. I think he won that game. I'm not positive, though. Maybe somebody can tell us in the comments. All right. So Robertson bats 8th behind Cash. But the pressing problem is getting out of the 6th. 1 out. Perez at second. Menke up. 1 for 3. Pitch to him. Hey, struck him out. 2 outs in the 6th now. Burned through a lot of Pirates players. The bone pile is rather large already. Geronimo up, 2 outs. Perez still at second. 3 runs in the inning. It's 11-0. How high is it going to go? Geronimo 0 for 3. The pitch. Struck him out, and Johnson restores order, but not until 3 score. On 3 hits, they leave 1. After 6 complete, it's 11-0 Reds. Gullet doing a number on the Pirates as well. Clemente, Stargell, and Sanguillen 3, 4, 5 coming up. They have been silenced, a collective 0 for 6. Pitch to Roberto. 14 in column 2. Base hit left field. There's a start. Long mountain to climb, but you got to start somewhere. Base hit for Clemente. Long mountain. I think a tall mountain would be better. Clemente's on first. Stargell up. Gullet the stretch. The pitch home. That's ball 4. 2 on. Nobody out in the 7th. And Sparky's not going to wait. Action starts in the Reds bullpen. And who? That would be Tom, don't call me Tom T. Hall, and Pedro Borbon. Lefty-righty double-barreled action in the Reds bullpen, just the way I like it. Stargell down to first, Clemente at second, nobody out, and Sanguillen's up. We're in the top of the 7th. Manny's 0 for 2. The pitch from Gullet. Ground ball, Cheney. He goes to Morgan for 1. The relay to Perez, not in time. Sanguillen beats the rap at first. Clemente moves to third. There's Pirates at the corners now with 1 out. Stargell retired on the fielder's choice. Hebner up. 1 for 2. Infield at double play depth again. The pitch from Gullet. 5 in column 3 to right. Coming on is Geronimo, and there's 2 gone. And now it's Dave Cash. 0 for 1 with a walk for Cash. Robertson is on deck. Gullet the stretch, the pitch. That's gonna be ball 4, and the bases are now loaded. Bob Robertson coming to the plate. Certainly has long distance power. On deck is Kleins. Gullet the stretch. The pitch to Robertson. Hey, struck him out, and that's number 4 for Gullet. And it ends the 7th inning. It's time to stretch him out at Riverfront. After 6.5, it's 11-0 Reds. Bob Johnson back out. Cheney, Gullet, if he bats, and then Rose in the Reds 7th. Cheney is 1 for 3. Johnson, the wind and the delivery. Popped it up. Dave Cash calling and taking for out number 1. Gullet's apparently going to try one more inning. Sparky's going to let him hit. Pitch. I'm not sure if Sparky would do that in real life, but I'm letting him go for it. Hey, strikes out Gullet. Strikeout number 3 for Johnson. Out of the 4 batters he's faced, and now it's Rose. Pete is 1 for 2 with a pair of walks. He's scored twice. The pitch from Johnson to Rose is ball 4. Pete's on for the 4th time in the game. Now it's Morgan. Pirates are out of left-handers, but Dave Justy is going to start to throw anyway. And Briles is the only other available pitcher. Johnson, the stretch. Morgan is 3 for 4, 3 RBIs, 2 runs scored, 2 doubles. Other than that, bad game for Joe. The pitch. Ground ball, Jackie Hernandez. But this is going to cause problems, I have a feeling. He's a 4. That's a 17. That's a 21. It's off Hernandez's glove. Everybody's going to be safe. They're charitably going to give Morgan a single on that. Everybody... Rose advances to second. Morgan's safe at first. And now it's Tolan ready to do more carnage to the Pirate pitching staff. Tolan's 2 for 4. 2 runs scored, 2 ribbies. Pitch from Johnson is a 21 in column 5. And this is going to be off Hebner's glove. He picks it up, fires to first, and throws wild. Rose comes home. It's 12-0. Morgan goes to third on the E5, and Tolan goes to second. That one's not, well, it is kind of Johnson's fault, but Hebner didn't help matters. They're going to leave him in to face bench. Morgan at third, Tolan at second, 12-0 Reds. The pitch. That's ball 4. Nah, I don't blame you. Perez up now, 2 for 3. Intentional walk, 2-run double. Johnson's last batter, probably. The pitch. And Perez has hit this ball into next week. When it lands, that's going to be a grand slam home run. And the Reds have a 5-run 7th. Yes, a 5-run 7th. That makes it 16-0. And Dave Justy, the only guy in the bullpen. Well, that's not true. Bryles is getting up now because why not? Bryles gets up to start warming up. Justy was their closer. But I got to do another double switch because Justy is due up second in the inning. That just won't do. So, who's left? Who is left? Vic Davalillo, the poor man's Matty Alou, is going to come on and bat leadoff and play center field. Kleins will move to left. Stargell goes back to first base. Robertson comes out, and Justy will bat in the 8th spot. And if you're keeping a scorecard, now would be the time to resign that duty. All right, so there we go. All right. Bottom of the 7th, 5 in on 3 hits. Johnson got the first 2 men out and then pooped the bed. For Johnson, 1 1/3 innings, 3 strikeouts. That's the good news. 1 walk, 2 walks, 3 hits. 5 runs. I'm going to say they're all earned. And yeah. All right, so Menke is up. He's 1 for 4. It's the bottom of the 7th. Thanks to the 2-point conversion, the Pirates are still in the game. The pitch to Menke. 32 in column 2. That's hit to Kleins in left. He's going to make the catch and mercifully end the Reds' 7th inning. But they drop a 5 spot on the Pirates And the onslaught just continues. It's 16-0. All right, top of the 8th. Gullet still going. And Bourbon and Hall are still available in the Reds bullpen. Kleins leads off, and then Davalillo, and then Jackie Hernandez. The pitch is a 7 in column 2. Popped it up. Bench throws away the mask and takes it for out number 1 in the 8th. Pirates have 5 outs to get 16 runs or more. Davalillo's first at bat against Gullet. The pitch. That's a 9 in column 5, and he draws a walk. Jackie Hernandez, who I would not allow to bat, except I'm pretty sure I'm out of shortstops. Yep, I sure am. So Jackie's hitting 0 for 1 in the game so far. The pitch from Gullet is a 5 in column 5. That's gloved by Cheney to Morgan for 1. The relay to Perez, not in time. Jackie beats the wrap, and he's safe at first. Now it's Clemente. This would be, very possibly, the last at bat in his career. 1 for 3. And that's a 14 in column 2. Base hit left field. Drops in front of Rose. Jackie Hernandez stops at second. Now it's Stargell. Willie is 0 for 2 with a walk and a whiff. Pitch from Gullet is hit to right and deep. This is going to drive Geronimo to the wall, but nobody's bringing it back. Willie Stargell with a 3-run dong, and it's now 16-3. A field goal. It's time for the Pirates to get Bradshaw in there and start the 2-minute drill. Okay, so that's going to do it. Gullet flips to his B grades, but he's still got a 13-run bulge. Sparky's going to try and get him through the 8th. Hey, struck out Sanguillen, and that will retire the side. No, it won't. Yes, it will. I don't know what's going on. I'm running out of ink. All right, 3-run 8th for the Pirates on 2 hits. They don't leave anybody. 3 runs shot by Stargell. 16-3 after 7.5. Justy coming back out for his first full inning of work. He'll face Geronimo, Cheney, and then Gullet unless I pinch hit for Gullet, and I just might. We're going to go for 20 and see what happens. Clay Carroll, who was their closer, is now throwing in the Reds bullpen. The other 2 sat down because they're laughing too hard. All right, and it's going to be Joe Haig to hit for Gullet, but we're not there yet. Oh, no, wait. Yeah, it is. All right, so it's Geronimo, then Cheney, then Gullet. Pitch to Cesar is a 37 in column 6, and I think I know what that is, and I do. Struck him out, and that's 1 gone in the bottom of the 8th. If Justy shuts the Reds down here, the Pirates only have to get a 13 spot in the 9th. Cheney up. 1 for 4 and a run scored. Pitch. Base hit up the middle. Cheney's on. Here comes Haig to hit for Gullet. Give you Don's numbers on the day. in just a moment. Okay, so Gullet went 8 complete. He allowed 4 hits. He walked 1, 2, 3, 4 men. He struck out 5. He allowed 3 runs. They're all earned. And 1 extremely long home run to Willie Stargell. But he does stand to get the victory if the Reds can close the deal. Joe Haig was acquired from St. Louis during the 72 season to be a pinch hitter, and that's what he's doing right now against Justy. Cheney at first, 1 man out. The pitch, hey, struck him out. That's number 2 for Justy, and now it's Rose. They're going to get to 20. They got some work to do. The pitch, 32 in column 6, center field. Here comes Davalillo, and he's going to make the catch for out number 3. So Justy goes an inning and a third scoreless and does the best job of any of the Pirate relief staff. Well, I guess that, well, I don't know. Moose was okay in the 5th. He wasn't, because then he blew up in the 6th. So, yeah, he's the best of the Pirates pitchers today. Not that that's much of a derby. All right, so it's Clay Carroll, who had 36 saves. And the fact that I know that off the top of my head scares the bejesus out of me. But he is on. He will bat in the number 9 spot in the order if you're scoring at home. And if you are, may God help you. All right, Hebner, Cash, and Justy do in the 9th. 16-3 Cincinnati in one of the biggest drubbings I can remember in my gaming history on my channel. Alright, so May will hit for Justy when we get to that point, but we're not there yet. We got Hebner and Cash to deal with first. Clay Carroll in 1972 threw gas. I'm talking about the broccoli cauliflower medley. Gas. Pitch to Hebner. 34 in column 3 is hit hard and hit over Rose's head. Richie Hebner has a leadoff double in the 9th. And here comes Bradshaw and the Steelers. Here come the Pirates. Cash up now. 0 for 1 with a pair of walks. On deck, Milt May. Carroll the stretch. Looks at Hebner like, are you kidding me? And the pitch home. That's a 6 in column 3. Hit to center. Bobby Tolan's got plenty of room, and there's 1 down. Backup catcher Milt May hitting for Justy now. Justy went an inning and a third, allowed a hit, struck out a man, that was it. Hebner at second. He can cut the lead to I can't, wait a minute, I gotta do some math. There's 3 kinds of people in the world, those that can do math and those that cannot. Just remember that. Milt May comes through with a base hit. It's going to be 16-4. They're only going to have to get 12 more runs to tie. The pitch to May from Carroll is a 22 in column 6. This is going to go in the gap between Rose and Tolan. Home comes Hebner. Milt May with a pinch double. And it's 16-4. Klein's coming up. The bench is looking a little thin. We got Jose Pagan left for the Steelers. The Pirates. All right, so Klein's. And this is the year of the Immaculate Reception. I don't know why I threw that out there, but okay. Klein's is 0 for 3. Pitch from Carroll to Klein's is ball 4. This is going to make Sparky cranky. 2 on, 1 out. And Hall and Bourbon get back up. Sparky wants this win. 2 outs to get. Davalillo at the plate. He walked in the 8th in his first plate appearance. It's a 5. That's grounded to Cheney. He goes... Oh, wait. He's back. They're playing back. Oh, no. What am I doing? That's grounded to Cheney. Oh, no, they're not. They're playing halfway. All right, so Cheney goes to Morgan for 1. And the relay to Perez is not in time. Davalillo beats the wrap. May makes it to 3rd. There's Pirates at the corners now, but there are 2 outs, and Jackie Hernandez is the last chance saloon. Not the optimum situation if you're a Pirate fan. 16-4. Jackie Hernandez goes deep at 16-7. If Jackie Hernandez goes deep, I'm going to pass out. Carroll the stretch and the pitch. This should do it. Yeah, they're back. All right, so it's hit to Perez. Perez is going to flip to Clay Carroll covering, and that will end the ball game. The Pirates in the 9th get 1 run on 2 hits and leave 2. And so in my replay of the NLCS Game 5, played on October 11th, 1972, the Reds repeat history with but instead of a 1-0 extra inning win, it's a 16-4 drubbing. Let's give you the gruesome totals. For the victorious Reds, 16 runs, on 17 hits, and they committed no errors. But I'm going to throw a couple other red numbers at you in a minute. The Pirates scored 4 runs on 6 hits, and they committed 1 error of desperation by Richie Hebner. The winning pitcher is Don Gullet. The losing pitcher is Steve Blass. A couple other numbers. The Reds drew 4 walks. They had 2 more that were intentional. They hit 3 homers, 1 by Bench, a 2-run job in the first, 1 by Menke, a solo job in the first, and a grand salami by Tony Perez in the 7th, which was just piling on at that point. But Perez had 6 RBIs on the day to pace Cincinnati. Morgan had 4 hits, scored 3 times, and had 3 RBIs. Unbelievable drubbing. Give you a look at my very brutal scorecard. I put in every Pirate imaginable except for Jose Pagan, and nobody really wanted that, even Jose Pagan's mom. And there's the Reds side of the book, and wow. So 16-4, but classic replay baseball. First season ever of replay on my tabletop. How about that? This is what the cards looked like for the very first season of replay baseball, released in 1973. All right, thank you for being with me. I'm Kurt Berglund. Hope you subscribe to my channel. I need your subscriptions. Keep this thing going. You want to share a drubbing, get this video out there. Thank you for being with me. I hope you have a wonderful day. So long, everybody.